Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I will be going over our updated morning routine with my son Kai, who's now 1. And typically I do like to wake up before him in the morning. I used to get up around 4:30, but lately, since starting a business and staying up late, I've been getting up a little bit later, but I still try to get up at least 30 minutes to an hour before him. And there he is. There's his beautiful face. And once he's up, I do just like to talk to him, ask him how he slept, just have conversation.
Yeah. Good.
And then I will give him some time to wake up. Usually he doesn't, get up and running until after, 5 minutes or so. And I just hold him sometimes we're just on the bed. And today he was feeling pretty tired, at least at first. So before I get him ready for the day, I do just lay him down on the bed. We play around. I just give him some time to wake up. And then I will usually go and grab his outfit for the day and also a diaper so we can do a diaper change. And I did record a video of how I organize his items, all of his clothes and toys. So that will be coming up soon. So stick around for that. And let me tell you, this morning, I don't know if he knew I was just recording. He was very difficult this morning. It was so hard to get him to cooperate. And the very next morning, he was just like a perfect angel. So that's me trying to distract him so I can change his diaper and get him ready. But he was not having it today. Can we get ready? So I just let him get up and walk around, maybe use up some of that energy so I can get back to changing him. So while he's doing that, I just take the opportunity to make my bed. I've been trying to get in the habit of making my bed, even if it's not the neatest. Try to make it every day because it makes me feel so much better. It's like one thing accomplished already in the day. And it just makes my room nicer to look at because it is a small room and Kai and I do share a room. Okay, so we're gonna try this again. He seems a little bit more calm now. Oh, there he goes. Now, since he turned 1, or since he started walking, I will say, and I did do a first birthday party vlog, so check that out. I'll link it below and also in the cards above. But since he started walking, he's just been all over the place. It's been so hard to just keep him in one place. But it's been also fun watching him just grow. I do try to put on some lotion on him before I put his clothes on. He takes his bath at night, and I also recorded a bath time routine, so that will be coming up soon as well. So subscribe if you haven't already. So I get him dressed for the day. And what you saw me doing earlier was checking the size of those pants because they looked a little small when I was putting it on him. And they were 18 months, I believe. So that was a little too small. Kai is just 14 months, but he is growing pretty big. He wears 24-month clothing. So there he goes again. So I'm just going to take this time to clean up a little bit, let him walk around, do what he feels he needs to. And during this time also I will get ready. I also take my bath. I also take a shower at night after he goes to sleep. It's just my time where I really get the most done. And every morning he likes to go to his grandma and grandpa's room and check to make sure if they're still there, but they're not. They've gone to work. I live at home with my parents, if you're new to my channel. And they've let me take over their loft area pretty much. So I also did a video of this loft where I cleaned and organized it to have it look the way it is now. So I'll link that video as well. But yeah, I let him walk around in the loft, play around, and I finished getting him dressed. I hadn't put on his socks yet. And one trick I do, well, it's not a trick, but one thing I do to get him to just get a little bit more calm is to read him a book. And right now his favorite book is If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and I'll link it below. But I just read that to him, and a lot of times I have to read it to him 3, 4, 10 times. But it does get him to calm down, and in the meantime I will try and get whatever little things I need to get done before we go downstairs. And this is my office area here. It's like a playroom / office area I share with Kai. And I did a video on that also, my office tour, so I'll link that video. And Kai is my little secretary. He answers all the phone calls, deletes all of them. No, I'm just kidding, but he is obsessed with that phone. And since we have a little bit of time, I'm just gonna do some quick makeup. This literally took me 5 minutes because as you see me looking down, Kai is like clinging on to me. And this morning we had somewhere to go. We usually go to the library once a week for a play group / story time. And I had another errand to run, so we were actually on a time crunch. So this morning was a little bit hectic since we had to be somewhere, but usually we take it a little bit slower. There's no rush. So now we're downstairs and I'm just taking some things out to get his breakfast ready and also make my breakfast. And on this morning, I actually didn't have time to have breakfast. I just had a protein shake. Hello? So he is in his favorite cupboard right now where the pots and pans are. And I just bought some cupboard locks from Amazon, so I'm gonna give those a try today as I'm recording this.
Close. Yeah.
So before he eats, I like to wash his hands, and he's really good at that. Once I put the soap on his hands, he washes his hands, and I help him as well.
Wash our hands. Wash our hands.
And I like to play with him. He is very aware of the camera and he knows that I am recording, so he did keep looking at the camera. So I put him in his high chair and he likes to feed himself, so he's pretty good at that. That gives me some time to do other things while he's busy feeding himself. And what you see there is me putting a 3T t-shirt over him because he refuses to wear bibs. I went and bought all the cutest little bibs and he will just rip them right off. And he's been using utensils. He's gotten pretty good at that. So today he's having baby pancakes that I make, and I'll link that video below as well where I go over the recipe. He loves those. And I'll also fry him an egg, and on his tray right now he is eating some chopped bananas. He's gotten very good at feeding himself with a fork, and he loves to do it. I actually have a video, maybe I'll try and insert it, where he had that I posted on my Instagram stories where he fed himself rice with a fork. And there I'm just giving him some grapes while he eats the bananas, and the grapes gives me time to fry him an egg. And he also likes fried eggs. He loves eggs. He'll eat boiled eggs, fried eggs, but he will not eat the boiled egg yolk. I don't know why, but he just will not eat it. So while he's feeding himself, I am now just packing some food to go because since we're on a time crunch, he's not going to get to sit there as long as he'd like to eat. So I just want to make sure I have enough food once we go to the library, that in case he gets hungry, I'll have something there. The rest of the bananas, some yogurt. I'm also slicing some grapes. I do have a grape cutter, but I didn't have time to pull that out. I just used a knife that I was already using for the banana. So there, I'm giving him some water with his breakfast. He doesn't really have any juice at this point. I'm afraid of the sugar. and I'm gonna pack the leftover eggs along with the yogurt and some snacks, and I'm making my coffee. I have a new way of making coffee now. I get a cold brew concentrate and I mix it with milk, and I keep it in the fridge so it's ready to go, and I put some whipped cream there sometimes, and it just acts as the perfect sweetener. So now we're getting ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put on his sweater, his hat, and his shoes. It is a little chilly today. It was actually quite foggy. And then we'll head over to the library. Now on some days I take him over to his babysitter, our grandma, and she watches him while I work. I did start a new business and I work from home, and I have a video of just a day in the life of that I'll link also here so you can check that out. But today it's just me and him, and we are gonna go to the library. Now usually when we come back from the library, he's pretty tired, and that's when he takes his first and only nap. He used to take 2 naps in the day, but now he just takes 1. And here are some clips of us out before we came back home. And when we did come back home, he did take his nap, and he naps typically from around 11:30, and I can put him down for about 2 hours typically. Sometimes it's only an hour and a half, but usually it's 2 hours. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you have any videos you want me to record, please leave that in the comments below. And if you have any questions for me, please feel free to ask. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.